everybody. It's scary. Young's going to be our all-star. You imagine that? Okay, bottom 7, 3-2. Beatty's made a couple of nice plays in the field. He actually has run in pretty well on the ball. He's done a nice job. I got to give him that. And, oh, hit that ball hard. 1 out. That Beatty got robbed. So, good evening, John. How are you? Will? It should be an interesting show the next half hour, probably. It is too close. This is a scary game. The Mets have actually played okay. Unfortunately, this would be like a terrible game for the Dodgers, but we're not the Dodgers. Although Cohen promised we would be East Coast Dodgers 6 years ago. So, look, we'll see what happens. We have a little time here to spend together. Soto continues to hit, and then he kind of dropped his bat and walked away, and they said, oh, there's 6 weeks wrist injury, but he came back. I have to tell you something. Soto's a gamer. He is. Whatever his gyrations and, him not really being the greatest team player when it comes to camaraderie, he comes, he does his job, he puts up the numbers. You never hear anything bad about him. He's never saying anything really other than a couple of remarks about the Yankees. He couldn't get them out of his head. But we'll see what happens. This would be a tremendous run here. Obviously, every run is a tremendous run because we don't score any. Hit 2 balls up the middle fairly hard. They advanced the runner to third. Beatty got robbed. That should have been a hit. That was some play that shortstop made on, was it Bichette? He made some play on him. Carson Bench. Carson Bench is a 637 OPS. I don't get it. If I would have guessed, I would have thought 720. They made Abbott look like a tremendous pitcher today. I do like the future with Benj and Ewing, though. I do. I think we have a shot. Hey, Brooklyn, to be representative in the outfield. Look at that. Look at that. That calls for air conditioner and water. I'll be right back. Hold the fort, guys. Let me put this on mute because you're going to hear my toilet flush probably. Okay, so we get a hit, an RBI. The flush of victory. Flushing another Wednesday evening down the toilet. See, now that ball drops in fair if it's anyone else. Anyone else meaning not a Met. Bichette has actually hit into some hard luck. Well, I didn't pee. I filled up the water. No, I do wash. Remember Pee Wee Herman? Did you wash your hands? No! Let's see. Come on, Bichette. So I'm not used to having a lead, and I don't know how to act on here. Hey, Wes. You're hooked, Wesley. I don't know how smart that is, but thank you, my friend. Thank you very much. It's very nice. You know, believe it or not, I love being appreciated, like anyone does. You know, but thank you, Wesley. That's very nice of you. I really appreciate it. I'm not you, God, getting a compliment. I must be. This must be my last night on earth. They must be setting the table. Benny's coming in an hour up there because you know. Oh, what a pitch that was! I love when they're there. Like all they do is hit their head. Someone's going to get a concussion from hitting their head. That's what's going to happen. Soto day to day, because when he hit his head, he may have concussion protocol. Someone said in the comments, every Met fan acts like Frank the Tank. First of all, that's not true, and I'll tell you why. Because I have papers to prove I'm fucking crazy in the thing. I don't think Frank does. I'm being serious, unfortunately. In the safe. I have papers, 2007. Frank the Tank's biggest show ever will be when he strokes out on the air. God forbid. Yeah, you know, I'll tell you, long time ago, I was playing softball and I got jammed. It hurt until about 4 days ago. And I'm talking about I was 23 when it happened. I got a cortisone shot in the wrist and it helped. But yeah, if you jam yourself, yeah, that the wrist hurt and it was this wrist, so I know it wasn't from this. But Juan Soto, Daniel, is amazing. Juan Soto, look, he missed 17 games, right? He missed 2 games being sick. And he's on pace for like 36 homers, 37 homers. Yeah, Benj inside outs the ball. He goes with the pitch. And even when he gets overmatched, which he did on that fastball. Oh, bayonet. That's a good one. 1st and 10. It depends. Girls softball. Yeah, Brooklyn. That was me. I used to like to slide into second a lot. But yeah, I hurt my wrist real bad. And I don't think I ever went for an MRI, but they just said, you know, I think there used to be something, an anti-inflammatory over-the-counter, Arutus, it was called. They don't sell it anymore. It was a really good one over the counter, and I took it. The problem with that is it gets better, and then if you get jammed again, you go through the whole shit again. That's the problem. Look at Brooklyn being a dick. Girls softball. I'll give you girls softball, Brooklyn. Mark Vientos is trash. Mark Vientos is, first of all, at first base. Look, well, I don't know what Tong was doing. He's like, Tong never fields a ball cleanly. Did you notice it? He's always fumbling. He goes to first, second. He must have small little hands because he keeps on like, oh, wow, look at that. That's what they call the proverbial sea hair. But he must have small hands. Every time the ball comes to him, he's fumbling all over the place. Now, I'm surprised he can hold it to throw the ball. His hands look small. Oh, Soto got hit? Or catches interference? Soto's cocky. He don't give a fuck. Like, I'm right. He don't even wait for the call. He just walks down. Yeah, prove me wrong, motherfucker. Hope he's not hurt. Soto's doing everything he can to get out of playing. He's faking wrist injuries. He's pulling up. He's getting caught stealing. He's vomiting in the clubhouse. He's doing everything he can, and he still just plays. He didn't get caught last year. Now he gets caught every time he tries to steal. 2 out, bases loaded. This is the difference. It's either 6-2. God forbid, I'm not going to say 8-2. We don't hit grand slams. And Vientos is up. And this is when he makes you believe in him. Because he'll get a big hit now and then won't get a hit for another 5 games. But you remember this hit that made it 6-2. Just swing the ball. Just don't swing like an idiot. All right. I would have stuck my foot out like a kick save and a beauty by Lundqvist. Go on the first, let them overturn it. Catcher's interference. Thank you, William. William's a statistician here. Oh, well, it's 1-2. I would not, even if I had to walk in a run. I know, Brooklyn. It's unbelievable. You know what it is? They can't wait to strike the Mets out so much. Like they put the glove like, come on, let's go. I'm going to get off the field and hit. This has strikeout written all over it. Fly out. In the stands. Yeah, just don't swing wildly. Listen, I know it's hard to play baseball. It's not easy. But you know what? You're making a lot of money to play it. It's kind of like saying, yeah, it's hard to be a brain surgeon too. But if you're a brain surgeon, you shouldn't kill the son of a bitch. You should be able to fix the head. That's what I say. I know it's hard to hit, but you know what? You're a major leaguer. Hit. I didn't tell you to be a major leaguer. You could have worked for the post office. See, they're throwing pitches that Vientos would usually swing at. See, that's the thing. When Vientos is hitting well, he's not swinging wildly. He may be making out, but at least he's getting the ball in play. Yeah, market a loss. Hey, Daniel. Another optimistic Met fan here. Daniel, you should co-host with me. Beat by a 92-mile-an-hour fastball. 92-mile-an-hour fastball you beat by. That's because they know that you can't hit the off-speed stuff. But you're looking for it. That's why you get beat by a 92-mile-an-hour fastball. Because you're looking for off-speed stuff, not the strikeout. You just learned it here. Well, we'll see what happens now. What's it, Weaver, then Williams? All right, P3, he's the only guy that can hit a home run. You pray that someone gets on first. With Soto up third, you're just praying that someone gets on in the first inning and he can jack one and make it 2-0. That's really the reason why they're doing it. That's the only reason. This girl on the Toyota commercial, I've been watching her since I'm 20. She's never aged, and it's a different commercial. Do you ever think you'd see DraftKings commercials and all these gambling commercials? I never thought I would.
With the lead. Tower, we got a loser on our sides. Negative, Tower. As win as it go. With Bet365's early payout, I won the second they went up big.
I've never seen so many men dance in commercials. Do you ever remember men dancing in commercials? The only one I ever remember was Yul Brynner had a fucking rose in his mouth doing, do you love me? To me, whatever. You remember? Now you got guys that look like wrestlers doing pirouettes outside. What the fuck? What has happened to America? My God, I used to like rainbows. I still like rainbows. YouTube. Watching the YouTube police right now. Wait, they said they didn't like rainbows. Who was that Brooklyn guy? But you could say you want to behead someone on here, and they'd say, yeah, go for it. Fucking idiots. Yeah, it makes me angry too. That Mark Vientos is make me angry. Carloa, I would change my name too if I were him. I speak Daniel, by the way. I know exactly what he said. Mark Vientos is making me angry. Carlos is a loser who keeps putting Mark in the leadoff spot, and he poops his pants. I speak Daniel. TikTok trends, yeah. I've seen him live. I saw him already a hit. I saw him about a year and a half ago in Atlantic City. I have never seen. This is also something. You notice guys are bunting on the Mets now. Well, nice. Weaver's a good athlete. Weaver reminds me of David Cohn. Well, Dunn's fast. See, Dunn would get hit in the back the next time he was up with me. He'd get hit with a 90-mile-an-hour fastball right between the shoulder blades. You want to bunt on me in the 8th inning? Well, you'll have to guard next time. Yeah, P3. Especially that's the fastest guy in the team. You would think that he'd be trying to bunt. Guy can't get ahead. Ellie Dela Cruz. He either strikes or hits one 500 feet. There's a strike. That's baseball, you know. Yeah, Brooklyn, you're right. You see, we should do it more. You know, I complain. If it was us, I'd say, oh, what a great play. I get annoyed. I only think you shouldn't bunt during a no-hitter. I think it was like the 8th inning and you bunt, you should get hit in the fucking head. You know, be a man up. If the pitcher beats you, look at it. There it is. Oh, he just missed that. He's scary, this guy. Like E.T. Call Benj. He hit that ball hard. I thought that was gone. He's a good athlete, De La Cruz. And I pooped my pants. Daniel, too much information, my friend. But I know what you mean, Daniel. Bunts are great. Bunts are Brooklyn. You know something? You should have to bunt at least twice a game, right? Bunts, hit and run. When's the last time you saw a hit and run? The last time I saw a hit and run was my next door neighbor hit my fucking car pulling out of the driveway here. I'm being serious. It's the last time I saw a hit and run. He had a van. He's a painter, and he's driving with half my car connected to his car, coming around my driveway here. He paid for it. And he was a painter, a house painter. And he said, get the good paint, get the good paint. That's how he said it. It's great. Get the good paint, get the good paint. The only thing he ever said in my life, I'm here 10 years, good paint. And he was right. I got the good paint. He paid like $9,000 for that. I'm kidding. 5,000. Weaver, I tell you, catchers in a tough position always beat up. But I happen to agree with you, Brooklyn. I think bunting, hit and run was great. I don't even know why they don't do it anymore. Like, it works. Why don't they do it? That's like saying I don't catch a fly ball anymore. It don't work anymore. Oh boy, this is trouble. I cringe every time. Yeah, Torrens is a great backup catcher. He was a steal from the Yankees. Sal Stewart. Oh, I could see Sal Stewart hitting a home run right now. Oh, can I call this? He, like Babe Ruth, he's still like, this is where it's going, guys. Get ready to catch a fly. There's a strike. Sal Stewart. If he came to the Mets, he'd be Daniel Vogelbach, but right-handed. He'd hit 190. Here he is. He's going to hit 40 homers in Cincinnati. Well, that's a bandbox. Cincinnati. I could hit a home run in August in Cincinnati. Good pitch. I can't even decide if Weaver's having a good year yet. No, not every day, Will. I can't decide if he's a good reliever or not. I think he's a good reliever if he's your 6th or 7th inning guy, not your 8th inning. That was a good pitch. Are they going to challenge it? I would use the challenge there. Yeah. Oh, it's a ball. Good challenge. How the fuck can you challenge that from the dugout? How the fuck did you see that from the dugout? The umpire missed it. How did you get it? Ray Charles, right now, he'd say, ball. This is a dangerous pitch here. He's challenging this one, too. This umpire must feel like a real dick. The umpire's probably hoping he gets hit in the fucking head with a ball like this. It's embarrassing for a while. Up, strike. You know what, though? Look how it's like a half an inch south to it. You know what? First of all, if you're here, you're not supposed to do this. You're supposed to try to hit the ball. So how do you know it's not a strike? You're not looking at the catcher's mitt. This is a changeup. No. Oh, what a pitch. And they're out of challenges. Yeah, Weaver's like, that's right. I'm bad. Sir. Well, I don't know what Sal Stewart's upset about. He let 3 fastballs right over the plate go by. What does he want? What do you think you're going to get? What do you think? Manaea's pitching? That was a great. Yeah, that was a great. As I have to use this here. I have to do this because William. It's a little too early right now to be William. I hope you didn't jinx us. But, this is what when I saw you do that, this is what I felt. And I love you, man. But this is what I felt. I'm going to share it with you because that's what I do on here with you guys. I know other fucking life. This is what I felt.
Fine job, gentlemen. You may get out of this yet.
Right here.
I can't believe this is the same car.
Well, let's not start sucking each other's dicks quite yet.
Yeah, let's not suck each other's dicks quite yet. We got 3 outs to get, and we are Brooklyn. You check out Fox News, CNN, and News National. Well, CNN, I'm not even watching CNN right now, and I can tell you what they said. Trump sucks. Trump needs to get impeached, and Trump's losing it. Am I close? Has Simeon got a hit this month? Sitting 214. You know what's interesting? Brooklyn. No, that was a great movie. Brooklyn, that was John Travolta's comeback movie. He did that movie. If you notice, he's heavy. He's like 20 pounds heavier there. And then he did Face Off. Brooklyn, you ever see Face Off with Nick Cage? What a great movie that is. Oh, yeah. Simeon, listen, I think Ewing should play a game at second base. Just my thought. Or Beatty. But Simeon, you got to rest. Simeon's played every game, hasn't he? The old guy plays every game, and the young guys are all out. I'm on YouTube. Oh, of course it's a tease, Gio. They can score 97 fucking runs now after 2 out, and I'd say they suck. They can't fool me anymore. It's like putting lipstick on a fucking pig. It's still a pig. They can't fool me anymore. Jared Young's going to beat him at All-Star. Jared Young and Soto. You know who's going to be the Met All-Stars? It'll be Soto, obviously. Yeah, he needs a rest, Will. Look, I give him credit. He's played. I give him a lot of credit. You think at 35 years old, believe me, he's sore. He's played every game. I would give him a rest. I give him an off day, definitely. You're right, Will. I would definitely, but you know what the deal is with this team. They could win 8 in a row, and then they'll lose 11 out of 13. See, the key is to win 7 in a row. Then when you go cold, go 6 and 7. Then go 3 and 3, 3 and 5. Then win 6 out of 8 again. Hey, Ira. But Simeon, look, I give Simeon credit. He posts every day. He plays every day. But, it's detrimental to us now. It's not helping us. When did Jared Young become like fucking... Jared Young's like Schwarber. He's the Mets Schwarber. Is that sad? Wally pipped, he would. I got to tell you, and this is a Keith Hernandezism, Jared Young gives you a professional at-bat. What the fuck does that mean? That you're not going up there purposely trying to strike out because you're on the take? What does it mean, a professional at-bat? I give you a professional at-bat when I'm in the 3rd inning in a Little League game. I'm trying to hit the ball. I'm trying to strike out so I can go cry in the corner. There's things they say. But I don't understand. They really should. You should bunt more. Well, Cincinnati just showed you. And the Mets have Ewing, Benj, and they're lefties. You're saving your head for second down the line. Oh, I hope from your mouth to God's ears. This is brought to you by Mitch Needs a Car Fund. Yeah, I'm getting the happy dads. No. Yeah, Wally Pipp got injured and never played again. What was it, Lou Gehrig? If I guess this right, I'm fucking old. I think it was Lou Gehrig, right? I'll tell you, William, being that you're acting like you're 90 tonight, with the stats, I mean. I know you're only 40. Do you know who I think is one of the most underrated ball players, William? Stan Musial. I think Stan Musial, even though people think he's great, I think Stan Musial is underrated. Musial was amazing. Should I get the happy dance music ready? He went to my high school, Brooklyn. I graduated in 79. I think around 72 he graduated. A lot of people went to my high school. Steve Sharippa from The Sopranos. Larry King. Larry Del Monte, friend of mine from the 3rd grade. A lot of people went. Musial was great. I am queuing up the happy dance because, I have no life. That's what I'm doing on a Wednesday night. No, well, I never met him. If he would have touched me inappropriately, he would have been dead 40 years before he got killed. Take my word for it. Ask anybody that knows me in here. Let's see here. There's a strike. Cat's pastrami sandwich. I like pastrami if it's very lean. I like corned beef better. Devin Williams has thrown good. I know he gave up like 18 runs the other night, but Did he? Joe Pepitone. Joe P. Yeah, it's a strike. Let me see if I can find this here. Do you remember me? Yeah, a lot of people went to Lafayette. No, inappropriately. Not going to happen. Devin Williams keeps everything away. Ron Jeremy? Really? Ron Jeremy. That guy wore a fucking hefty bag as a condom. Yeah, Larry, he went to my school. Steve Sharippa, my friend John Franco, Benny DiStefano, Will Pons, Sandy Koufax. A walk. You know what? Throw the ball over the plate. If they hit a home run, you're still up by 1. I don't get this. Nathaniel Lowe. Oh, this is a guy that hits 440 right now on you. I could see this. Eat it. I can see it now. Oh man. I'm almost blinded by the fucking earring he's got in each ear. You can't, whatever way he turns, you get blinded. He's got 2 earrings in. 2-0. This is unbelievable. This is really unreal. It's always that. Yeah, and this is, and honestly, this isn't Mendoza. This isn't. Look at him smiling. I'm like, yeah, you gonna fuck me tonight? This isn't him. 3-0. Hi, Mary. Mary, I do. Well, I said those words got me in trouble years ago. I do. I think they'll win this game. Good pitch. They're out of challenges. That was close. See, that's when you challenge. When you can walk. Not in the first inning, 1 and 2. Good pitch. Yeah, this is scary. This is what we go through as Met fans every single night. Well, no, that's not true. See, I just lied because every single day we're losing. We're not trying to protect the lead. This is a Bender. All right. We got spoiled. Edwin Diaz was like automatic. Yeah, he just pumped in strike. He'd be wild once in a while, but he always seemed to get out of it. You always trusted him wild more than this guy because, this guy doesn't throw 99. I would, you know what, Brooklyn, I don't think he trusts to get the Bender over. He hasn't gotten any changeups over. I think he's going with the fastball, and I think he's hoping he turns it over for a double play. He's great against lefties. Look at this one guy. She's laughing her ass off because he's clapping like a little. Ball 4. I'd pull him right now and put Mania in just to fuck everyone. And this pitching coach, I'm sick of him too. Every time this guy goes out, he never helps. Every single time this guy comes out to talk to you, you give up a hit. Hey, Joe. Who is the best Mets reliever? Pure stuff. Diaz. Billy Wagner. Armando Benitez when he was good. Jerry's Familia when he was good. Remember the Mets had Skip Lockwood in the early. John Franco was good. He wasn't overpowering though. Wagner. Let's see here. That's a good changeup. Nino Espinosa. Remember him? He got killed in a dune buggy accident. Even that. Well, he was with the Phillies, I think, at the time. Imagine even a Met. What pitcher gets killed in a dune buggy accident? A Met. Like a Met would fall off the fucking roller coaster or something. All right, now you're head 0-2. Roger McDowell was very good. Yeah, Roger McDowell threw about 93, 94. Johnny threw about 90. Well, he threw 94 until he got to the Mets. He was throwing about 92 when he got to the Mets. Tug McGraw threw 91, 92. Jesse Orozco threw 92, 93. Tong doesn't have a third pitch. That's why he struggles. When you're a pitcher like Tong, both your pitchers have to be working that day. If they're not, you're screwed. Straight 3. Okay. Yeah, me too, Brooklyn. He's a Dem, right? Yeah. Imagine you're that family. Listen, I'm not so sure I believe in curses, but if there was ever a family that you used as like an example, pretty close. Fucking Kennedys, Jesus Christ. I think they even had a dog that got a wing. I'm being serious. Terrible. P.J. Higgins. Why do their backup catchers all 5 for 17 odds or 1 for 19? Senga hasn't gotten hit. Ball 2. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Constant torture. That's a strike. But this is unbelievable. Mary, how's your heart rate? I hope it's good. You have an iPhone? Hit the health button. You better be well. You're the voice of reason in here. Oh, that's a good pitch. That was a good pitch. That's the classic in between. I know, it's never easy. And look at us. We're like the people on the Titanic playing. What are we, fucking nuts? The thing said we're playing songs. The fucking thing is thinking. Imagine those guys. You're playing the violin. I wonder if I'll finish the song before I'm fucking dead. Are you nuts? Look at Keith Hernandez. Even he's holding his head. Look at this. They're showing the booth. That perfect shot. And now Torrens is hurt. Put Weaver in to catch. Even that. He's on the DL, IL. I know it's not the DL, it's the IL. I know in my heart I'm not teasing anybody. What happened? He's day to day with a split nut sack. Can you imagine that would be a med injury? 6 to 8 weeks, split nut sack. Let's go. Come on. Ooh, just missed. Right on the nut. Yeah. The fun bag. Yeah, Keith's holding his head. Wow, that just shows you. That just shows you. Keith Hernandez must say, after all this, must say, how does he still have a job? And I'm sure he has said that to Ron. Ball 4. This is unbelievable. That's not Cohen, is it? Oh, I thought that was Cohen. Look at this. Look at this Asian guy laughing his ass off. What the hell's he laughing at? Who is this? Oh, this is going to be a pest. I can tell you right now. Dane Myers. Everybody is a 300 hitter on this fucking team that comes off the bench. 4-1. This is disgusting. And you know now, if they lose this, you can't blame Mendoza. You want him fired anyway, but you can't blame him. You didn't do anything wrong. See, they know Devin Williams has to throw a strike now. If you're a good hitter, you're sitting on a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. I would just look fastball. You get beat with a changeup. Strike 2. Hey, Brooklyn, you got that right, man. Oh, man. Hump day in New York. The city that never sleeps. That's why it looks like shit in the morning. A balk. Remember what Bob Murphy would say? A balk. I miss Bob Murphy, man. Bob Murphy would cheer me up at least. I'd be laughing while I was crying instead of just crying. 1 and 2. Got him! Struck him out. 2 out. Look, the people in the stand, it's like the 7th game of the World Series they're acting in the stands. Like, can we win this, please? That was a good pitch. You come off the bench, you got to, Williams is out for the next fucking month now. 30 pitches. Look at this guy screaming. 90 out of first place. Ah! Let's not suck each other's dicks just yet. Here's a strike. Sorry, Mary. I'm sorry, Mary. You have no one else to put in, Danny. There's no one else to put in. He blew through the whole bullpen. Strike 2. Remember Bob Uecker? Yeah, it's an off day tomorrow. Brooklyn, I'm hoping. Oh, I forgot about that. Got him. And it's my song, so I can't get copyrighted. Do you remember me? I'm the one who feels so all alone. Oh, yeah. So we win. I'm not used to saying that. It's like I can't even say it anymore. It's like a stroke victim. You're going to teach win. Like I can't even say it. Big win. Can you imagine Game 7 in the World Series? You're up by a run and Devin Williams comes in. I couldn't take it. Do you know there were times, I'm being serious, in big games, you're absolutely right, Joe. In big games, I would not watch. I wouldn't watch. I'd get the result. Gerald, how are you, my friend? Jonathan gets the win. Meanwhile, Cam Schlittler hasn't given up a run since he was 19 years old. And we have McLean who can't get out of the fifth inning. Everything goes wrong for us. Judge hasn't hit for a month, right? What is he, a fucking 20 homers? Their rookie comes up. He's going to win the MVP. Our rookie comes up. 220. Well, hopefully Mamdani goes with him up there and I can throw them both off. Miami. Oh, Miami's come. Oh, God. Miami's come. They're going to kill us. Miami beats us all the time. They've been beating us for years. If Miami had 11 wins for the season, they'd beat us 12 of them. So 4-2 victory. And the post game, let's see.
There in the ninth inning, Devin Williams throwing the most pitches he had thrown in the game this year. Most pitches he had thrown in a game.
Devin Williams threw more pitches than Mets starters throw in a game.
They had gone 6 consecutive games, scoring 2 runs or fewer. They put up 4 tonight. And again, they salvaged the final game of this 3-game series against the Reds. Back out to the ballpark right now. Let's get a look at our notes from this game. And the Mets took the lead.
Absolutely, Mamdani.
First, Juan Soto turns on it, goes down to get it. Does it again, his second home run.
That was an amazing pitch that Soto hit for that home run. That was a great pitch. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, right, Daniel? Because they never know when they're going to win again. Right? Semien might be retired before they get their next win. You know, when you're a Met, it could be next week before you get your next win. It's scary, but Benj has been good. You know, Benj has been a typical rookie. Hot, cold, hot, cold. Devin Williams. Wow. Yeah, Daniel, Simeon's done. I agree with you. Simeon's done. You could play him twice a week. Let him come off the bench. I bet you Simeon could play a little third. He played short. It was a long time ago. But Simeon probably could play short for a game. You can put him at third. No one said it was going to be easy. The zeal of approval. Let's see.
Some demonstrative movements from second base before the grand slam. We showed it, and tonight it looked like Devin was being very, very careful with his glove position, with his hand position, got himself into trouble, and probably at some level, whether you're a veteran doing this, he's had issues with tipping pitches before. It's got to be in his mind, and it makes you get yourself away from being able to concentrate on the one thing you need to concentrate on.
I didn't know that Devin Williams has had problems before tipping pitches. I didn't know that.
You saw a meeting at the mound. There was probably some discussion
Bob Murphy was
about,
good.
hey, if I see anything at second base, I'm going to let you know about it, take a breather. And then he was able to battle back. And it wasn't quite a valiant battle. He got that changeup working, used the fastball effectively to get back in the counts or to get ahead. once he got past that, and once he got the first out of the inning. And then, look, he was dynamite on the last two hitters and got the changeup really working, got the swings and misses. And I was watching, every pitch as if I was a runner on second base as well, Garrett, just because I know that it's been something that he's had issues with in the past. And that's why I say this was more important than just an outing where he gets the save and gets the Mets through that win. But I couldn't tell anything. It looked like he had really cleaned up what he was doing in Miami, and there was no movement on anybody at second base. And now he can go back to feeling, in my mind, like, hey, I've got that solved. Now it's back to attacking the hitters, because sometimes it's tough to have both things going on in your head.
I want to follow up on what you said right there when it comes to attacking him. Niblett trying to be maybe a little bit too perfect at running, man.
I'll get back when Mendoza comes on, because I'm sure you're all wired to hear that. Yeah, let's get some nostalgia going here. Let's feel a little better about ourselves. The great Bob Murphy.
Swung, line hard, caught, the game is over. Let's win it. They're on their way to Arizona. A wicked line drive hit by caught by Edgardo Alfonso. The game is over. The Mets have won the wild card. By Stanley at a ground ball, quickly. It is a fair ball. It's by Buckner down the third line. The Mets will win the ball game.
Bob Murphy. Listen to Bob Uecker. He was funny.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out.
Listen to Bob Uecker.
The stretch. Jackson leads the pitch. Is hit over Cooper's head to right, a base hit. Here is Reggie turning second, trying for third. Moore's going to have a play on him to throw in time to get Jackson. Oh, what a throw by Moore. Oh, what a throw by Charlie Moore. He was right on line to Molitor, and Molly was waiting for Jackson when he got there. I want to tell you, folks, nobody in this league has played better in right field than Charlie Moore has this year.
He was the catcher.
What you hear in the background are 54,968 fans. Nobody has left. Glad ready. The 1-2 pitch. Ball lined to out. It's short. He throws. It's over. The Brewers have won the American League pennant. Milwaukee, you have a World Series. Thousands of people streaming onto the field at County Stadium. It is absolute pandemonium. They are surrounding the Brewers. They have defeated the California Angels 3-2, and they now go to the World Series. Absolutely fabulous.
That's supposed to be the excitement that we have. But we do have some good excitement, and I'm going to share with you right now. Okay. Now, I know we're still a little upset about this.
Nimmo singled, and here is Alonso. First pitch. In for a called strike, 0-1. He started him off with a change.
Even when players come to us, they don't even look good, right? Like, look how good Devin Williams looks on the mound.
Struck out.
He looks like a fucking
This may be his
slump
last Mets at
on the
bat.
Met mound,
Could
right?
make it his most memorable. 0-1 the count. Williams sets. Here's the pitch. High, a fastball, 1 ball,
This
and
game,
1 strike.
Milwaukee had an
Now
83%
this
chance of winning.
Many precincts standing. Lindor is at third. Nimmo is the tying run at
Devin
first.
Williams is the same fucking earrings.
Rang over towards the bag at second. 1-1 to Alonso. Williams sets.
Unreal.
Here's the pitch. High ball.
Oh, so he had control problems there too. He couldn't get a fucking strike over the plate.
You can see it in his body language, and I wonder, that these pitchers, that pitch calm right away. He had to knock him off his rhythm. He came in, the lights were low, camera following him
Get the
in.
Mendoza when he gets on.
2-1 to
I just figured I'd
Alonso.
make you happy here with it because
Williams
we never get a
takes the
home run.
pitch. Inside and low, ball 3.
I was
Now
listening in the
Williams
car
is
for
giving the
this.
Mets an opening here. 3-1 to Alonso.
1 out.
The outfield is
Even
very
here,
deep
19
and straight
pitches
away.
already with 1 out. He
Lindor
couldn't
will
get guys
take a
out here
short
either,
walk down
and he had
the
a great
line
year.
from third, even though Ortiz is deep. Nimmo leads from first. 3-1 to Alonso. Williams sets. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball to right field. Pretty well hit. Freeland back at the wall. He jumps. It's gone. He did it. He did it. Pete Alonso with the most memorable home run of his career. Pumps his fist as he rounds second. It's a 3-run homer. He's given the Mets a 3-2 lead. They all pour out of the dugout. Alonso on his way to home plate. They're waiting for him. He hits the plate.
Let me see. I was having problems here. I don't know what the fuck is wrong here. There we go. So, yeah, that's when we were good. Here's Soto.
That you are doing, that you are just seeing a little bit better when you get on this type of a roll.
I just feel good, man. I just feel good right now. You just come in.
100 out of first, smiling.
I just feel good right now.
All right, before we let you go.
Before we let you go, do you really hate Lindor? That's what I was.
A little bit of an ode to another team in town. Tell us about it.
We just gotta keep cheering for the Knicks. Let's go Knicks.
Jalen Brunson and Juan Soto celebrating the same way. Juan, thanks so much for the time.
Thank you.
It's good to see him right in the middle of celebrations like that.
Thank you, John. Yeah, I like to share them with you guys.
Jalen Brunson, an homage there to Jalen Brunson and the Knicks who are on their way.
So, I've never seen Soto smile so much in my life. Being on a last place team and Lindor hurt. I hear that Lindor, Soto moved his locker all the way to the other side of the. That's interesting. But you don't know. It might have been a double available, a double lot. Who knows what it was? But that was some pitch he hit for a home run. He's really on it. You're on it when you take that pitch. Did he really, William? I didn't know that. I didn't know. Yeah, I'd smile too, Larry. Andrew McCutchen was DFA'd by the Texas Rangers after 37 games. Do we take a shot with him? What do you think? Who is in for Andrew McCutchen? He's better than Melendez. I would take McCutchen. I would have taken him 10 years ago, but I would take him now too. You need a new face to root for. Brooklyn, yeah. Happy ending. Yeah, right. William, that's a good one. That is true. Someone sent me this. I asked his permission, which he put it public, but I just wanted to ask his permission anyway, if he minded if I used it. And I want you to hear it. Because it's very interesting. It was about the state of Joe Scala said something terrific. a friend of the channel. He just said what we all suspected. Can't coach most players today. They lack humility, which is a societal issue. The day of starting low, working high is over. No more apprenticeship, no more training. They won't receive it. So coaches are basically affirming tools. Criticism is not received by the player. Development, non-existent cause. It requires tough life and criticism. That's why you see a player like Vientos stuck, never consistent, never improving, incrementally over 4 years. It's a great comment. I think it's true. No, I don't. Scott Lobato? No. Let me see. But, you know, this was one of the most unsatisfying victories because you know what? You had a struggle. Okay, you had a struggle. The blue line painting. Oh, I'm seeing it. Oh, Scott Lebet. Yeah, I've seen him on YouTube. He's funny. But look, this is a good win. I don't want to roll Joe Williams. No, I don't think my health. I think my health provider would cancel me. I think they should send that out. Just you don't have to answer it, but you know, just for informational purposes. You a Met fan, and then the next week you get a fucking cancellation notice. That's very nice, John. The patriotic stuff is nice. Oh, here he is. Here's the manager of the night.
That pitch up in the zone.
Look, it's like he just won the World Series. This guy. Look at his wrist.
I mean, it's really good to see. And you're exactly right. Watching that replay on that, especially the second one, he's able to get on top of that fastball and staying short, not trying to do too much, using the whole field. I said it to Kyle right away. I was like, man, that's good to see because that's a pitch that he struggled early on, and he just continues to get better. He continues to find a way. That wasn't an easy at bat there, and then his tools left on left. It was also pretty impressive. I mean, yeah, you got to give him credit. He's not going to back down. He's going to continue to work. He's going to continue to show up. The one thing that I like about him is you can never really tell whether he's 0 for 8 the past couple of days or he's just coming off a couple of games where he'll hit a walk-off or have a game like this. He's going to show up the next day and he's going to be the same.
He has 12 multi-hit games this season, constant bench.
It's pretty impressive for a player his age.
For Soto now.
The Mets haven't had 12 hits in 20 games.
I know you've seen these types of runs out of him, but what is even if it's a slight difference when
Soto very quietly 6 home runs in the last 7 games.
He's locked in. And he's one of the best, if not the best, at what he does.
Hey, old gamer.
Lefty, right? We saw today on a breaking ball against a lefty.
You're absolutely right, my friend.
He's
no one could. No one could. Yeah, William, we always found ways to come back. We always did. Which means that we're always losing. Think about it. We've had so many great comebacks because we're always losing. How come we're never ahead? How come no one's ever coming back on us? But, because they're always just out in front. They never have to come back on us. But look, it must be hard for Carlos Mendoza. All kidding aside here. I don't want to beat the guy up. Do I think he's a good manager? I don't think he's the worst in the league, but I don't think he's a game changer. I don't think you're ever going to say we won that game because of Mendy's moves. You're never going to see that. But like Joe said, Scala, there's no accountability anymore. Yeah, they were. And they had a rally cry, OMG was, you got to believe. That Jiffy Pop, Brooklyn, he had a short haircut last month. I don't know. I guess when you're rich, you eat well. I don't know. But I'll tell you this much. It's a big win for us. I'll tell you what. You probably don't think it is. But for the development of the young players, I don't know what the constant losing does to the young players, but it can't be good. It can't be good. Where if they see a little success, they learn to deal with getting the big hit and actually falling in like Benj did. They see a pitcher that can get out of a tough spot. Finally, it goes your way. And I will tell you something with the Mets over the last 2 or 3 years. When they win in bunches. It would not surprise me now for the Mets to win 4 out of 5. I love these, Joe. Black and mild. Yeah. Like my ex-girlfriend. I love them. And she was smoking too. But, this is, I love them. Wood tip, though. It has to be the wood tip. But, wow, good call. Look at you. And just to illustrate, to clarify, there we go. Joe knows his Brooklyn guy. So, look. And the Mets have won 6 out of 9 home games. I didn't know that. Because, to me, I would have thought their last home win was, I don't know, the first game of the season against Skeens. But this team, but they did already, Larry. They did already. The only reason I would maybe think not is because they're playing the Marlins. And the Marlins have their number. But look, would it surprise me right now if the Mets won 2 or 3 from the Marlins? Sweeping the Marlins, I have a better chance of seeing Jesus Christ walk through here. But let's see, Friday, Freddie Peralta against Max Meyer. Meyer's been great. He destroyed the Mets the other night. Saturday, Christian Scott. Sunday, Nolan McLean. So if we can win 2, and then we go to Seattle. They have a rough pitching staff. That's going to be hard. I would be very, very happy if we're 4-2 the next 6. Ewing made a nice play. Ewing. I keep on thinking of J.R. Ewing, Dallas. If we go 4-2, I'd sign up for 2 wins out of the next 6. But, look, we can go 4-2 and pick up in the wild card a game a month. If you pick up a game in June, July, August, and September, that's 4. You're 3 down. You got to hope. The schedule gets tough. But, Larry, the only thing that I feel about this is that I really don't think this team is a 105-loss team. I would have to think at some point things are going to even out. Where we're going to go on a stupid run of 11 out of 14, which no one could explain. We have to catch 2 teams that are playing. Look, the Cubs have lost 11 in a row. Oh, Brooklyn, that's funny. Look, the Cubs, I would have bet this year, if you told me what would you lay that the Cubs aren't going to lose 11 in a row, right? Crazy things are happening this year. If the Cubs could lose 11 in a row, to me, the Mets could win 6 in a row. I just think that, you have to hope that Seattle's not playing well when you get there. And you have to catch a couple of teams that aren't playing well, obviously. And you just hope that you're not the medicine for them to break their losing streak. There's no doubt in my mind last week when the Cubs had lost 8 in a row, if the Mets go into Chicago, they'd probably lose 2 or 3. They might have stole a game because Chicago's not playing well. But look, the key, again, is Freddie Peralta. You have to start the Miami series. And Freddie has to give you 5 shutout innings. You got to be up 3-0 or something. That's all you can ask for. Freddie Peralta to be Freddie Peralta. Freddie Peralta is a runner 2 over 5 innings. The problem is we don't score anything. And Meyer is pitching well. Got a 2.5 ERA, and he just owned us. We put runners on against him. We just couldn't hit. But I believe Peralta's as good as gone anyway. I'll tell you why. The Mets know they can't, even if they made the playoffs miraculously, they can't go anywhere. And he wants to get something back for Peralta because you could always sign him next year. They'll trade him. They probably will sit down. Stearns knows Peralta for many years. He's probably going to sit down with Peralta and say, look, where would you prefer to go? We're going to try to build a team. If you're interested in coming in next year, we'll certainly offer you. I think that's what's going to happen. You met the White Sox? Yeah, but the White Sox, you'll see. They'll lose. They'll go in a streak. They'll lose 20 out of 27 games. You'll see. White Sox aren't for real. They're doing it with mirrors. Yeah, that's what's scary. This month has been easy. Well, are they 500 this month? Around 500. That's when you know you're not good. When the weakest part of your season, you go 500. But look, we win. You got to see a truncated dance tomorrow night on a Friday or Thursday night. Where will I be? I'll be here. You know what I'm looking forward to? At midnight, the new Paul McCartney CD gets released. So if you're a Beatle fan or a McCartney fan, there's 2 songs already out there off that album. One is with Ringo. And at midnight, that'll be released. And it's sad. This is what I look forward to. So have a great night, everybody. Thanks for coming in. I will see you tomorrow night, hopefully. Be safe. Have a great Thursday. And God bless you all.